Welcome to your Women's and Gender Studies 270 Feminism and Sexualities online course. In this course, you will be introduced to the field of sexuality studies and especially to feminist perspectives on both canonical writings on sex and contemporary sexuality studies. After an introductory module introducing you to the history of the field of sexuality studies, the first part of this course goes back in time to ancient, medieval, and early modern perspectives on erotic love and sexual difference, and contrasts these with 20th century feminist writings on these same topics. In the middle part of the course, we will focus on a canonical text for sexuality studies, Michel Foucault's The History of Sexuality, sometimes described as the Bible of queer theory, but as we'll see, not an uncontroversial text for feminist scholars. In this part of the course, we will consider sex in relation to power, including the ways that sexuality, gender, and race are regulated by institutions and by the state. In the latter part of the course, you will be exposed to feminist debates around issues such as pornography, sex work, consent, and sexual ethics, the politics of sexual pleasure, and particularly of the female orgasm, feminist perspectives on reproductive justice, and finally, indigenous sexualities and eco-eroticism. For registered University of Alberta students, this site is accompanied by an e-class website where you will find the syllabus, information on assignments, discussion forums, and a help and support forum where you can interact with your instructor as well as your classmates, as well as supplementary materials. If you are registered in this course, always make sure to consult both class websites as you are responsible for knowing the content of both sites. All class lectures, podcasts, and readings can be found on this site, however, and non-registered students have full access to these resources and can treat this site as their online classroom. So this is the landing site for Women's and Gender Studies 270, Feminism and Sexualities, and this short welcome video is intended to help you orientate yourself with the site. To navigate the site, you should pay particular attention to the tabs at the top right-hand side, Content, Activities, and Online Learning. You should click on each of these tabs and explore the contents that appear to familiarize yourself with the course. If you hover over each tab, you'll see that more options pop up. If you hover over content, for example, the course modules will appear. You can look over the 12 modules to understand the layout of the course and what to expect. Click on the first module, Introduction to Sexuality Studies, to go to the home page for this module. Each module is laid out in the same way. The main page will introduce you to the module and provide you with the learning objectives for this module. At the bottom of the page, you'll see 3 sections: Big Ideas and Lesson, Assigned Resources, and Summary. Click on the image to go to that section. So for example, click on Big Ideas and Lesson for the Introduction to Sexuality Studies module. Scroll down and take a peek at the content, and then, using the blue rectangles at the bottom of the page, you can move either forward to the Assigned Resources or back to the module homepage. The modules were set up assuming that you will start with the Big Ideas and Lesson, then move on to the Assigned Resources, and then finally conclude with the summary. But of course, you can go through the module and return to it as you wish. You might like to start by first orientating yourself with all the materials for the module, for instance, and then go back to the beginning and work through the materials more slowly. So that's the general layout for each module. Now let's move on to the activities. Click on the Activities tab at the top right-hand corner of the page. Here you will see all the assigned activities for the class, each of which is worth marks if you are a registered student in the course. There is information on each of the activities on this page, but registered students should also make sure to go to the eClass site and look at the syllabus for more detailed information about the course requirements. Finally, you should look at the Online Learning tab. There are lots of great materials and resources here, especially if you are new to online learning. Thank you for watching this, and good luck with the course.